today is a day where I don't understand anything at motorsports. I mean, Q1 and Q2 was incredibly difficult, and honestly, I mean, we cannot change the car, so the car was what it was. But then getting to Q3, I managed to put a lap together. I was very proud of the lap, but I had no idea that this will give me pole position, and it's just crazy. I'm extremely happy.
Surprisingly not that annoyed, just because I'm a bit dumbfounded at what happened in Q3. The conditions changed a lot, and my first lap of Q3 I wasn't that surprised that it was not good enough. I was surprised that it was good enough at that point, but I felt like there was a lot to improve on it because just some corners were pretty out of control. But then the second lap I tried to peg things back a bit and it felt much more under control, but it was just slower. So some things to analyse there, because I think clearly both of us struggled in Q3. So it's a bit of a surprise.
I don't know why we struggled so much. The wind changed into Q3 and we went like 6 tenths slower. So a little bit weird. We seem to have a much bigger hit than than everyone else. So I don't know why. I don't know if we're more sensitive to the wind than others in the car or something. But we both made a lot of mistakes in Q3 run 1. We both thought we did a much better Q3 run 2 lap, but we were still just slow. So for some reason, the wind changed, and that made our car just too difficult to drive.
Yeah, I think it's always, if you're P4 and half a tenth off, it's always like, what if? And I made a bit of a mistake. Really weird session. Everybody went so much slower in Q3. So I'm not going to kick myself too much, as I went a tenth slower and the majority went about 3 or 4 tenths slower. So P4 compared to yesterday and this morning is clearly a big step forward.
Since FP1 we felt competitive and a very different layout than Spa. 7 days ago we were in the last row of the grid, and now we are 5th and 6th. So huge change. So we need to understand why and hopefully learn what was benefiting the car here, and we can take these lessons into the next Grand Prix.
I don't know. You can always maybe say get a bit more here, a bit more there. Super tight, though, only a tenth off pole. So it was just nice to drive all session, all weekend, and great result for the team.
It's that type of special day we have, not very often, but again, Q3, I'm extremely happy. I think the team did an amazing job. It has been a very special weekend for me, this one, because I think it was one of the worst starts of a weekend I had in FP1, in FP2, with how comfortable with the car and how I was driving. I think, was not matching very well on Friday, and being able to, change the car all over the place and putting the confidence back in and putting the laps together in quali was extremely important.
Tried a lot as a team, and unfortunately, nothing really helped our balance. It's really difficult to explain how we suddenly just this weekend then suddenly just had a lot of difficulties with the car. Just no grip on the front, in the rear, difficult to balance it out. It's a bit of a mystery at the moment.
It's good to be in Q3. It's been to be honest, quite a difficult weekend so far. So it's good to at least be in the 10, but to be honest, it wasn't an amazing lap. In general, I think the conditions changed a bit through quali and kind of went away from us a little bit. So it's a bit of a shame. We missed out on probably a couple of spots there. But it's tricky conditions for everyone.
I literally went in the grass on my best lap, so there's not much to say. I lost a lot of time there, and that was it.
With the car, has it been that you've had to fight it on the absolute limit, or was it just a little tiny mistake that you kind of just pushed a bit too hard?
The car felt nice the whole session, and then the wind picked up massively in Q3, and it was not fun to drive, but it's the same for everyone, so I just made a mistake.
Great starting spot though for tomorrow, just outside the points. Optimistic about what you can do tomorrow?
Certainly. I think we're just some good luck.
I'm just useless.
So say again?
I'm just useless.
But that isn't obviously the case.
It clearly is.
What?
Yeah, just drove terribly. It is what it is.
Was it? Do you just not feel comfortable in the car in that part of quali? Did something change?
Nothing changed.
We ended up reverting back on a lot of the setup items we tried during the weekend. We went back to a car I know, and more or less did a
I think the maximum that was available to us today with P13. It's been a very difficult track for the Williams so far, but we knew that coming into here, and we just need to maximize whatever we have.
It's not ideal yet, but I'm feeling better with the car. I feel more like Imol at the moment, and that's been a big help this weekend in terms of consistency, bit of race pace. In general, I feel better. So of course a good step in the right direction, I think, but there is a lot more we need to work on. We've not been especially strong this weekend. I think it's not also a track that suits us so much, so we need to understand why and keep working. It's been a better day than yesterday, of course.
The last lap I had no rear end. The grip was completely gone, and already from turn one I had a massive slide, and then it just went worse and worse during the lap, and I don't really know what to say. It's obviously it's quite annoying because confidence was good, and just once again things didn't go our way.
Sliding around, I think pretty much that's it. The grip normally we should get is not there, and probably something we are missing completely. That's the main thing that we're missing, and we try to find that in the race week, but unfortunately we couldn't. So
A bit disappointed because I didn't really manage to get the car in the place I wanted. Couldn't really do what I wanted inside the car, get the car to do what I was trying to do. So not very happy.
A disappointing session, really, especially after that lap. I was expecting obviously much more. We need to investigate exactly why. From Spa, we were performing well, and from here suddenly, the whole weekend, I think, especially after P1, we struggled quite a lot, to have decent performance. Shouldn't be the case, but I'm happy with my performance, happy with my lap. We need to give it a better shot at understanding and hopefully getting rid of that issues that we were having in this quali.
Yeah, short quali. Honestly, I'm not sure. I need to look at some stuff, what went wrong, because the feeling with the car was quite positive, the whole weekend and going into quali, and then, I don't know, I found quite a different balance, and the confidence kind of just, slipped through my fingers, literally, and a little bit of traffic in sector 2, which didn't help. A few things, a few details probably that went wrong, but we need to have a bit of a look and investigate what went wrong there, because it's painful.
It is tricky to drive, but it's not P20 tricky. It's been one of them weekends so far where we've just been throwing stuff at it and nothing's really been working. We went back to the FP1 car for qualifying just to try to get back to somewhere where I was happiest, which was in F1. I don't know, maybe the track's moved on since then. It wasn't that, so anyway.